We live those. Oh, what's up? Oh, that's right. I'm going live. What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? Hey, how's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? We got Sprite, we got Blue, we got Dom Doll, we got Apocalypse, we got NC Fan. How you guys doing? We got Ren Ren. What's up? What's up? It's been it's been a minute. Hope you guys have been doing well. What's up, Royal? Wow, it's been a week for me. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, it's definitely been a week for me. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, I was like essentially homeless for like 3 days. No, it wasn't the summons. It wasn't the summons. So like 2 or 3 pipes bursted in like where I live. So because of that, we had to turn off the water and the heat. So yeah, for 3 days, my place did not have heat or water. And where I live, it was pretty cold. It was pretty cold. So I couldn't stay, obviously. So I was in my aunt's house for like a few days. Like this happened when? Tuesday, Monday? I think Tuesday. And I didn't get back home until like literally, I think Thursday or Friday. I think Friday. Friday? No, Thursday. Thursday night. Thursday night, yeah. Yup. Yeah, most of this week I was gone, dude. I was like, damn. And then I was also busy yesterday. So I couldn't do a reaction. What's up, Celestial Jane? And then yeah, I was just busy yesterday. I kind of already knew. I guess we could just go to Faye, right? Oh, you're gonna fuck me up, right? Are you gonna fuck me up? You gonna fuck me up? Nah, I'm alive. Oh, okay. All right. I should probably just go back to Faye. Anyways, yeah. Hi. We're here with Faye stuff. Let me put in like the Faye lo-fi, fire and fi.
Hello.
Oh, is that?
I didn't know you were live already.
Hello? Why can't I hear him?
Hello. Hello.
Oh,
Test. Like, do you not have
there
a
we
monitor?
go. No, it's just
Hello.
that for some reason, like, I don't know, after I stop using, how do I sound to you? Chat, how do I sound also? Is it all my settings okay? When I don't use my computer for like a while, it just switches all my audio sources around. I have no idea why.
That sounds really weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I have like the worst luck with, oh my God, I need to take a picture of this. What the fuck? Sorry, I made myself a drink and like, it is like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. What is that? Oh my God, that is like actually the most beautiful thing I've seen in my entire life. Oh my God. Chat, let me tell you, I'm a fucking bartender, bro. Let me tell you, I might as well be a fucking bartender. DTM, look at this drink I just made. Yo, look at this. I'll put it on.
Did you send it? Oh, I see.
Bro, tell me you wouldn't drink that. Tell me you would not drink that. Dude. Chat, look at this.
What type of drink is it?
So there's this drink called Kinky. I know, right?
What?
Yeah. There's this drink called Kinky, right? And I mixed it. It's already like a fruity. It's already like a super fruity like vodka cocktail like mixer. And then I mixed it with Fruit Punch Arizona.
I see.
So it's like the most fruity goodness you'll ever like taste, like ever. Hold on, chat. Check this shit out. Hold on, I'm like blue balling my chat. Hold on. Chat, look at this.
I didn't even send it to them.
Chat, would you?
Oh, that's really good,
God.
though.
Oh my God.
Not the OBS reveal.
The OBS reveal. Chat, look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God, look at that.
Oh my
Damn.
gosh.
Hand reveal, hand reveal, hand reveal. Hand reveal. Hand reveal. Dude, that's so pretty. Holy shit. Whew. I sure hope it tastes good.
All that glazing for you not even drinking.
No, I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's good. Yeah, the kinky that I have is like blue. Did I just leak anything? No, I didn't.
I don't think
Okay,
so.
no, we're good. No, we're good.
I
I showed like the second half of our chat. It's fine. Where I'm like, hey God, I'm gonna go live. Yeah. So I was busy yesterday. I already knew who the units were. Okay, I didn't know who the units were, but in Reddit, people were like data mining and they were like, huh. There's already a pre-planned like this was before the calendar came out. They were like, oh, there's already a pre-planned GHB which would run where normally new heroes would. And also the next Resonance battles is Blazing Blade. And they were like, oh no. Do you think this is CYL 2 Redux? Then we got the calendar and we were like, oh. So what do you think of Duo Hector? So I didn't read their kits. I did not read their kits.
I haven't either.
I did not read their kits. I'm here with DTM. You want me to screen share for you, bro?
Yeah, that would be helpful actually,
Okay,
if we're going to react to it together.
Yeah, I don't know if you went live too, but yeah, okay.
I'm way too busy this weekend for
I was busy.
reaction stuff.
But yeah, we're gonna be I already have some thoughts about this. Yeah, let's just see what the kits do. The kits better be promising. Like
Are
actually.
you going to share it? Or...
Yeah. I just got it up.
Nice, sounds good.
I'm scared.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oblivion's laughing, so that's making me double scared.
Oblivion always like, I don't know, either laughs or like rage baits or whatever. I'm sure it's fine.
All right, well, we'll see. Spoilers, you're okay. Now you won't get spanned if you get spoiled, but yeah. All right, we'll just let it rock. I'll just pause as we go through it. And, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Who is that?
I don't know the lyrics. I don't remember.
There's like four different lyrics. There's like TMS lyrics, then there's like the heroes lyrics.
Right.
Yeah, they changed the lyrics a lot, actually. Whoa! All right, using Emblem Sigurd as like a demonstration is really bad.
Yeah, that is a
Armored Flare. That's 100% of Eunice defense. Patience, attack, defense, Briar, far safe. Okay. Kill. New special for your Edelgard. Nah, I'm okay. I'll just keep Art Travel.
Wow, fake fan. That's amazing.
No, I'll just keep Art Travel.
I say with my legendary.
Yeah, exactly. Get out of here. All right, Harmonize skill. Is it the same thing?
It seemed. I think.
Why? He's armored.
It ends now.
I mean, both of them were armored before, so like, I don't think this was like a particular surprise.
Yes.
Yeah, but like, why have that duo skill on an armor unit? That's so stupid. What? Oh yeah, I'm gonna extra action dual button so I can swap again in SD.
I mean, ironically, there have been times where I wish I had that. So.
Okay, buddy.
I mean, I like action because they use for me. Valentine's Lucina.
Wait, does he have Brave?
Having another swap? So good.
He hit twice. Does he have Brave?
Does he? Maybe.
He hit twice before. Oh, I like this art a lot.
Oh, this is good. Yeah.
Let's give it our all.
Okay, here's another one of his lyrics.
Together.
Yeah, different lyrics. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, better than Hidari. Whoa, did I say that?
We'll win.
Whoa, did she
my
take
God.
like
Don't
infinite
say
damage
that.
from freaking
You're going to.
Needhogger?
You're gonna make
Spectre.
Twitter.
I don't want to make Twitter mad anymore, please. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! I learned my lesson. Holy shit, I'm okay. I'm okay. Wild at heart.
Huh? I feel bubbly. We will protect them.
Okay. Does Does the Celica have like some style thing?
Well, there you go. Send
Okay.
skill style. No! Violence niche! Why?
Off I go.
Is this Violet the
I'm
good?
watching
Oh,
you.
shut up, bro. Violet's always been good. Where'd you...
If Celica doesn't
That doesn't even
have
make
like
any
a three,
sense. Why does she just get three
range
range out of
condition?
nowhere? That's so stupid.
We needed
Dude,
this.
she has like negative defenses if the leader's doing damage. Oh my god.
yeah, so it seems like she's more of a glass type unit
Oh my god.
compared to Violet.
They're really just like... That doesn't even make sense. Why?
We'll
Why did...
show you our strength.
Yeah, Shinseal is 3-range combat art, so I guess yeah.
Oh god, it's weird seeing Veronica
care.
without a horse.
Isn't it her original version without a horse?
Oh my god! But that's true, yeah, you're right. Oh my god!
Hello, Fjorm.
Oh, it's with her original artist. I love her. I love it. Hello.
This power Lady Niffle entrusted
Alright,
to
the
me.
art I did see.
I will cherish
This
it.
is... Okay, cool. Hi, Fjorm.
Elsa.
Alright, is she in armored again?
I think I saw infantry.
She did a fuck ton. Chosen Lance. Ability dodge, no follow-up. Oh, she's infantry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, she's infantry. Yeah.
Speed res faith? Oh, no. Whoa.
Wait, what is this song?
We will live on.
This was from that one video. Before Ascendance got announced.
Okay, I don't remember that, but I'm gonna trust her word up on that.
Edelgard, no!
No,
Oh, she's fine. It's okay, she's fine. Why is she Corrin terrain? Why does she have Corrin terrain?
I am with you.
And then
Alright, cool,
Starlight,
I
like
guess.
2 spaces, and then Phantom. No, not Phantom. It's the
Awaiting
Tiamat
orders.
effect.
Edelgard, no!
Remix of Frozen.
Oh.
The day of
Maybe we should do
devotion.
karaoke again. I can sing for
Oh, yeah.
Let It Go
For the
again.
9 rounds.
For the 9 realms. Oh.
Okay, this is just explaining Chosen Heroes, I
I
assume.
sure love Chosen Heroes. I mean, I do, but I think they're cool. How many sparks? Tell me.
I think you skipped it.
3!
3 sparks. Oh, dang.
That's good.
okay. Yeah, that's nice. All right, shall we look at their kits?
Yeah!
Better with an axe than a
Into the
spear.
fray.
What a coincidence. I'm far better with a spear than an
I don't
axe.
like how Ephraim looks. Hector looks like he has the right sauce.
Thank goodness
Okay.
Hector's in the lead
Why do we
then.
keep using different names for the same styles? Yeah, that kind of pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie. Alrighty, you can go ahead.
Me? Okay. So we have Heroic Malik, we have Slang, we have reduces damage from AoEs by 80%. For foes within 3 rows or 3 columns center on unit, inflicts all stats -5 on foe, inflicts special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack, only highest value applied, does not stack, neutralizes effects that grant special cooldown charge +1 to foe, +X to foe, and reduces the percentage of foes non-special, reduces damage by X% skills by 50% during combat. Okay. Grants all stats +10 to unit. Unit deals +25 damage, reduces damage from foes attack by 15, reduces damage from foes specials by additional 15, and grants special cooldown count -2 to unit before unit's first follow-up attack during combat.
This looks really mid, respectfully.
So far, yeah, it's not doing anything special. Like, we have the standard true damage, the standard flat damage.
Yeah.
Neutralizing special acceleration, DR having. We have Scowl. No, that's not Scowl. That's
Special
Guard.
jump. Oh, yeah, guard. Yeah, guard.
Which is interesting. And then special jump on follow-up attack specifically.
Okay,
Is he going to do follow-up attacks?
maybe.
Is he fast enough to do that? Or does he have a guaranteed one?
Good question. He has a perf A, so
Right. Well, before that, we do have Armored Flare. When
Yippee.
special triggers boost damage by unit's defense, reduces damage from foes attacked by 40% during combat, twice per combat, excluding AoEs. At start of turn, grants attack defense great talent +2 to unit. After combat, if unit's special triggered, grants attack defense great talent +4 to unit. This go grants a max of great talent +10.
They hate Alphonse, bro. I'm sorry. They actually hate every time Alphonse like does something cool like with great talent, or they make a new Alphonse that like makes it slightly more consistent. They'll release either A, another unit that does great talent but better, or B, they'll just flat out give an inheritable skill that does great talent better than Alphonse.
I mean, I'm
or just as
wondering-
good. That's actually crazy. They hate Alphonse.
I'm
sorry,
wondering, is there like any armors right now that
would
give
want
out great
this.
talent
Jim.
in their like perfs or whatever? Because theoretically, this could stack with other great
It
talents
does.
attacking.
Yeah.
So we just need to get more of the A to C skills with great talent, and then we can get Omega stats.
Oh, that's true. Winter Alfred could use this. Wait. Actually, though.
Wait, Winter Alfred can use it.
Wait, that's
Yeah.
kind of sauce. That's and he gets true damage and more stats based on great talent. Wait, that's sauce. That's sauce, actually.
Wait, that's actually so good.
That is sauce.
Yeah, because you remind me. I think Alfred does have great talent. So.
Yes.
Okay. We also have Ostian Backbone. Grants HP +5, all stats +9, units. We have DC. For units and allies within 3 spaces of units, neutralizes effects that prevent units or allies counterattacks during combat. And if foe initiates combat, unit and allies can make a follow-up attack before foe's next attack during combat. Oh, that's interesting.
Enemy phase desperation.
Yeah. Is this the first enemy phase desperation we have?
Kind of.
Kind of.
I don't know if you want to count paranoia, but that's also including vantage. So I guess that's different.
Legendary Self. Well, Legendary Self doesn't count because he sucks. So, you know. But this is like not only on what I presume will be eventually a good unit, but also it's supportive as well.
Doom Marth also has it. That's true. Wait, that could be good actually. Wait, that I
Yeah.
think
I actually really like this. There's like a lot of ways you can make this work, not only for Hector but also the support. I mean, as a supportive effect. All right. We also have units deal +7 damage, reduces damage from foes attacked by 7, neutralize the effect that we have no guard, and we have neutralize the effect that allow foe to make attack before unit's next attack combat.
So you can't. So that's like half hardy. So you can't desperation this unit.
Right. So yeah, it's half of hardy bearing essentially.
Okay.
Wait. I like this actually.
Wait, that's cool. I like
Unfortunately,
that.
the half hardy bearing is to himself only, but
yeah. I mean, I still think that's pretty
I like
good.
it.
That's no, I like it.
Yeah.
It's hard
then
to
you have-
like. Because that like enemy phase desperation, that's only going to be basically for your like range 1 or like basically for like range 1 enemies because he's far save, so he's going to be covering himself. I'm talking about for like the allies. So I'm trying to think of ways you can apply this. I don't want to think anymore. Okay, continue.
Okay. We have patience. We also have 80 Briar Far save. Pretty typical. So I assume he has like 30 speed.
Yeah, watch him have exactly 30 speed. That'd be
I love that even though he's far save, he's like being attacked by Sigurd.
He has exactly 30 speed. Oh my god. You have to have that A skill equipped or else you have to get rid of patience. That's crazy. That's actually hilarious.
Yeah, so he basically has like 21 speed naturally or something like that. Wow.
Wow. Wow. You're locked having that A skill, chat. I mean, it's a good A skill, to be fair.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, it is his perf, so you kind of want it.
Yeah. I'm gonna be so
if you
for
get
real.
minus speed, you're cooked. Thank goodness for trade fruits. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, harmonized skill seems to be the
It's the same
same as before. Grants another action to certain target and re-enables that canto. Yep.
Oh.
And if there's no one there, it'll dance yourself. In this case, he dances a useless person.
I'm coming.
Auckland.
Fuck did he just say?
Yes, I'm
What?
coming. Yes, I'm coming. Yes, I'm coming.
I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry.
Okay.
How much damage did Ivy do? I'm just curious. 4?
4. Yeah.
Be good.
$18.
Okay.
Oh, it's actually too bad, actually.
That wasn't that bad.
Smash 'em.
I
Have
think.
at it!
Chat, you guys are being weird. To be fair, I was being weird first.
What were you expecting?
Yeah.
Together we'll win.
I love that art. Okay, we have Celica. She has Sister's Blade. So slaying for unit and allies within 3 rows of 3 columns centered on unit. Grants attack all stats plus X. For unit, X is 15. And then for allies, it's 5. That's pretty stingy of you. She has full tempo. For unit and ally. And grants special cooldown charge plus 1
Special
to unit or
acceleration,
ally.
yeah.
Okay, wow. I mean, I like the special acceleration. The full tempo is okay. All right, that okay. And then unit deals plus 25 damage, excluding AoEs. Reduces damage from foes' attacks by 15. Reduces damage from foes' specials by an additional 15. That should be a player phase effect, not a based on what I've seen in the calc so far. And restore 7 HP to unit after combat. Makes sense because we saw she had mirror. And then
Yep.
she has sense scale style. Cool. Arch rival, we know what that does. Swift Spectre. I'm
Ooh,
scared.
this is an A.
Enables Canto distance. That's really good. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater or equal to 25%, or if unit was in 3 spaces of an ally, grants attack speed plus 9. 7 true damage. Okay, we finally have the A skill Oblivion wanted. We have true damage on the A. And
Yeah.
also, if unit speed is greater than foe speed, neutralize full no follow up. Okay. Wow.
Wait, this skill is actually pretty good. Actually.
See, this should have been
Yeah.
perfect attack speed, low key. This is
Yeah,
what perfect.
actually,
This
though,
is
yeah.
literally what it should have been from the start. Because that's perfect attack speed, if you ask me.
Right.
Well, it is missing flat DR, but I digress. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater or equal to 25%, and unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, grants an additional attack speed plus. So you can get up to 12 attack and speed, full null follow up, and 7 true damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is inheritable only to infantries and only to melee infantries, from what I can gather. So, yeah, sword, axe, lance, dragons, beasts, they can use this.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wild at heart, sure. Unit attacks twice, even if foe initiates combat. Something tells me you're not going to want the foe to initiate on this person. At start of turn and after unit acts, if Cano triggers, after Cano, inflicts speed defense -7, exposure, and sabotage on closest foes and any foe within 2 spaces of those foes through their next actions. That's fine, I guess. Inflicts attack speed -5 on foe. Unit deals damage equals to 20% of unit speed, excluding AoEs. Reduces damage from foes' attacks by 20% of unit speed. And Miracle.
Huh. I don't know how strong that is. Hmm. Tempest Pulse F should have been her C skill. Yeah. Potentially. We have, or like maybe no, Brutal Tentacles would overlap with the Kanto. Never mind. What are you thinking, Sashi? You've been silent for a bit.
Sorry, I hit my mic. What was the last thing I said?
Kind of quiet for a bit. Huh?
I said, I said, let me think. She's competing with Brave Male Byleth and Ryoma. I'm including Ryoma because even though he has less range with style, they do the same role. Endless Tempest, you're replacing that with either the follow-up pulse thingy or the burst one, which is like the first hit. One of those two.
Right.
Fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this one's the easier reflex merchant, I'll tell you that much, with that built-in miracle.
Yeah.
But Byleth is also low-key a reflex merchant.
You heard it here first, chat.
Chat, is it weird? Okay, hold on. Let me go off topic a little bit. Chat, do reflex merchants even exist anymore? We have like 6 ways to get reflex to someone. That's like saying someone's a favor merchant. There's no favor merchant.
I mean, Byleth is also a favor merchant, so you know.
No, oh my god. Anyways,
yeah, no 3-space condition means she can dive harder. That is true.
I guess, but I never thought that was an issue. Low-key, that's just me personally.
Have you seen like all the times I was like, say, wow, Byleth failed to kill because of the 3-range condition?
Bro, you don't have the right team comp for him. I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry.
Okay, whatever. You know, maybe if Byleth was a good unit, you wouldn't need the right team comp for him to actually be good.
It's fucked up. Fucked up. Hector is a drive null C disruptor. Oh, that's right. He didn't have null C.
He did have null C, yeah. So that's also part of his support.
Just give her Johanna Lance. That I don't know. I feel like they're around the same level. I don't think that like.
Yeah, one thing I think Byleth will have over Celica is survivability. With the exception of that miracle, of course, like it seems Byleth is just a lot more bulky and can do a bit more of that mixed phased sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which can allow him to survive counterattacks. Now, granted, the Celica does have miracle, but there's also a lot of anti-miracle on the rise right now, and so it's not going to be as consistent, I feel. He also has double SP, the true value of Byleth.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, I wouldn't say she's necessarily an upgrade. Unless like we get her in game and she just has Omega true damage that can beat out every tank consistently without needing too much support.
Right.
Yeah.
The difference is going to be who survives better. I think in terms of survivability, obviously Celica will have the higher ceiling, but I also think she has a lower, like a much bigger low than Byleth for survivability. Because if you do run into a team with anti-miracle, she's just dead. She's literally just dead. Like, bro,
yeah,
freaking Needhogger almost, like, literally just destroys her. Like, Needhogger of all people, you know?
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yikes.
At least counters the entire banner.
That's true. That's true. It's a miracle diff situation. Yeah, literally. Literally.
How much does Innate Brave do for Celica? I mean, that does free up potentially Erica Ring, right? So you can put Erica Ring on someone else like Camilla or a tank, or something like that.
In terms of comparing her to Byleth, that's true, because Byleth doesn't have. I've seen a lot of people not give Byleth Erica Ring, actually. So I'm like one of the few people that actually does give him Byleth Ring. And even then I stopped and I put Hilda on my. So I think you could actually unironically make Byleth do still, even without. I mean, Not think, I know, because the data shows otherwise. People have been doing
Mhm.
that. So I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think it matters that much. Um, hmm. Yeah, I think she might have higher highs than Byleth, but I still think she'll have worse lows. But she's also, I
I
think, more flexible too, just to slot in.
I think that's fair to say, yeah. Because I
Yeah.
do think her damage output will be higher than
Mm.
Byleth. It's just that because of her less bulk than Byleth, it may not be as consistent if we get a bunch of anti-miracle, which there's a bunch of thanks to Crom and
Right.
stuff like that. So
Right. Um.
yeah.
Um. All right. I don't. She's good. She's good. If you're being compared to Ryoma and Byleth, that already makes me good. So I think she's
Yeah.
a good unit.
I feel bubbly.
Also,
Also,
that
that ring potent seal.
Will protect
Oh,
them.
that's cooking actually. Hold up.
yeah, actually. Okay. That's cool. And then wait,
And then
what?
we have Shen skill style.
She gives
Yeah,
plus
that's
10 damage in her style?
Yeah,
Does Byleth have that?
I don't think so.
What?
That's what I was saying, right? Like, it seems like Celica is just going to have like a lot more damage output compared to Byleth, but in exchange for that, it seems like Celica does not have as much bulk.
Hmm. I guess, yeah. He deals 20% of his attack on Beast and Dragon. Oh, I see. Okay. Wow.
Is that why his Ichthyer matchups were actually somewhat
Off
decent?
I go.
Somewhat decent, bro. He murks you all the time.
I'm watching you.
Does he though?
That's a
Does he?
choice if you lose it. I'm sorry. You chose to lose.
Okay. Yeah, Celica basically will live and die by the
Dude,
miracle.
look at
I think
that.
that's the thing.
That's crazy that she takes that much damage.
Yeah, at
Another
least she
thing,
tried.
Brave is also kind of common too.
Brave is starting to get a lot more common thanks to like Erica Ring, Hilda, even back before like Marissa. And so, yeah.
Mm. And Potent too.
Yeah, thanks to Potent Seal. It's really common now.
I don't know, chat. I think she's good. I think she's good, but I don't know if she's better than Pilot. That's
Okay. I mean, we will only really know for sure once we get her in game and test it out. So,
Yorm. Hello, Fjorm. All
hello,
right,
Fjorm. Do you want to read this or?
sure. Chosen Lance enables Canto distance max +1 max of 4. Cool. Slaying DC built in. Start player phase or enemy phase. Empathy, dodge, no follow up to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Grants all stats +15 to unit. Unit deals +25 damage, excluding AoEs, reduces damage from foes' attacks by 15, and reduces damage from foes' specials by an additional 15. Okay. Okay, that's fine, I guess. She has Frozen Mirror, boosts damage by 60% of unit speed. Reduces damage from foes' attacks by 40. That's just all attacks. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, she has built-in reflex. Cool.
Yep. Yeah, it's similar to basically all the Fjorms with their specials.
Wow.
Johanna Lance? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know though, because like Chosen Lance does have like some quite good goodies, like the
Yeah.
DC, for example.
And
And the style.
then literally Emblem Corin effect. Like literally.
Start of enemy phase.
Like literally.
If there's no divine vein, I can live 2 spaces away from unit for 1 turn. And divine vein for 2 units, space and spaces within 3 spaces from unit.
That's
I think that's Corin Ring. I believe. Not necessarily Corrin herself.
Horn ring built in.
Yeah. Which I guess is
think
fitting because, like,
Yeah.
oh, go ahead.
No, you.
I guess it's fitting because, like, I think it was Ice Fjorm that had the ice with the dual skill. And so,
Yep.
like, this is just like an evolution of that.
Yeah. Her only role being used in arena. I think she'd be good in ether raids. That's really good, man. That's really good. Chosen heroes can be used in ether raids now, right? They fixed it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's really good. That's really good. That's
Yeah,
really good.
like, ice is one of the most powerful, well, I shouldn't say one of it is the most powerful Vayne effect. And being able to apply that on enemy phase just allows you to, like, just more effectively hit and run,
yeah.
essentially, and potentially, like, even, like, disrupt the enemy from getting to you. And so, yeah.
Wow, that's like really good. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, so it seems like she's wanting to be an Omni tank, which, you know, kind of fits the previous forms we've had.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm a little bit unsure why they put Kanto there in that case, but I guess it's fine.
I mean, she could be a player. Let's see what the rest of her kit looks like.
Yeah.
Does she have anything else? Duelist blow, null sea avoid, interesting speed run. Chat, that scares me. I swear to God, if this unit has like 20 defense, I'm gonna fucking flip my table, bro. That scares me. This tells me her stat allocation is attack, speed, res. That's what that tells me. That's what speed, res, faith tells me. She's gonna have fucking 20 defense. I can already tell. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The
Oh
Dimitri
my
effect.
god. Oh my
the Dimitri stat
god.
line, but reverse.
Oh lord. That's literally what that tells me, bro.
I mean, do we see her stats?
Oh no. Please, do we see her stats? Oh my god. If she has less than 30 fucking defense, I'm gonna end up.
Also known as the Corrin stat line. Don't say that.
Don't say that! Who the fuck said that? I'll ban you, Apocalypse.
Well, we should see it here because Fjorm is going to get selected.
No, wait, that's -7. Okay, wait, that's -6 or 7.
So yeah, that'll be 34 defense.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Oh my God. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. We fix those, chat. We fix those. We fix those.
We can make it work. Yeah.
We fix those.
All right.
Look how much damage Baldur does to her. Or look how much damage Valentine's Edelgard did to Fjorm. And if you ask me, Valentine's Edelgard is better than... No, I'm kidding.
How far do you want to take that?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. How much did Baldur do? Did she change her style here? Can enemy people do that?
Enemies can change style, yes. So
they can?
Yeah, they can. So this will be green.
Alright, so she's green.
Yeah. Do not show the SD server. That's why. Is the SD server like super high on Fjorm?
She is green. Alright, chat's telling me that she's green. Oh yeah, she is green because that's how she's getting the Brave off.
Yeah.
That's good then. That's good.
Oh, referring to Vadel losing? I see.
Oh, my God, dude. Whatever.
We will live on.
Yeah, that's not bad. I don't know. I always thought Brave Baldur, chat, she's like, was like the most, one of the most underrated units of last year. It's freaking stupid.
I don't necessarily agree with that because if you talk to a casual player, they'll think like Baldur and Sharena are like the best of the batch.
Oh.
It's only like in the SD community that Baldur is looked down on.
I like Brave Baldur. I think she's good.
Okay, what does her style do?
I am with you.
Chosen land style. Unit can attack foes 2 spaces away. Cool. Just call it fucking 2 range style. Decreases speed difference necessary for unit to make a follow-up attack by 10.
Ooh,
That's good.
That's actually really good.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, that's good. Yeah. Okay. Maybe. All right. Now I see why you changed the name. All right, my fault. And then we can spark 3 times.
Almost as if they're different effects, deserve different
Awaiting
names.
orders.
Huh.
Yeah, I was about to say, but no, it's different. I'll count. I'll let it slide.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't look at Edelgard. Oh fuck, she died. Okay, well, that's the banner. Do you want to give your thoughts first? Because I have a lot of thoughts.
Okay. When we're talking about the units, I think I'll need to see how they like perform in the actual game, because at least at the current moment, I don't think any of them like stand out to me as going to be meta defining or anything like that. Like maybe Hector is a lot more tankier than it looks and will be like the next big thing. Yeah, 34. Maybe Celica is actually a super god tier nuke that just beats out all god tier nukes. Maybe Fjorm is a god tier omni-tank, but at least at the current moment, I'm not getting that feeling. So the only really way that I'll know for sure if once we get this into game and then we can test them. But at least from my current impressions, this seems to be like, just in terms of like unit strength, just like an okay one. Who knows? Maybe it will be meta defining, but
Yeah.
initial impressions, like we've gotten units in these roles before, right? So it's not like we're seeing anything new per se. We're just wondering how strong it will be. That will be the question. Yeah. I think the most interesting thing will be like the enemy desperation and NCD support from Hector. I think that's actually really cool. And would be curious if like there's some cool builds on that on like ARD or something like that.
Right. I have a lot of thoughts on this. Chow, remember like 4 months ago when I was like, oh my god, this is such a love letter CYL. That was the most poorly aged tweet I've ever probably made in my entire fucking life. That is probably the most poorly aged tweet of my entire fucking life. I can't say that now. I can't say that now. I'm just, it's hard. It's, I don't know. It's like, I'm one to defend Faye, and I hate to be that guy and just to start talking about this, especially on stream. But as time passes, it's getting very hard for me to not be on the other side, like not worrying about this game. It's very hard. It's very hard not to. And what's crazy is they'll do shit, right? Like cutting cost, right? Yeah, cut the cost. Yeah, cut the cost. Take out Tempest Trials units. Don't give us a GHB. Yet you would think if they want money, they would make this a 4 or 5 person banner. All they would have to do, they have the artist, the characters are literally there. You just give them what, 2 voice lines? Give them like 1 perf skill. Like this would be the time to grab money from us and like separate the units. I don't know. They're so confusing. I don't know. IS is so confusing. It's like you would think that here of all times, like with remaking CYLs, they would make them all separate. Not only are the player bases happy because they're like, oh, Ephraim's not a backpack, let's go. But then, you know, they're separate units. You know, that's more money for them with like almost the same cost they're spending to make these in the first place. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like instead of
like
having those like 2-minute harmonic dialogues, they could have just not been a harmonic. Those lines could have just been like, ah, yes, I'm back in this attire. Feels great. Ah, yes. I remember when I was called by several thousands of people 4 years. Like, you know, shit like that. Whatever the hell they say in the freaking Brave Volts. You know, like they're so weird.
And like not having those harmonic conversations would also reduce costs. Like
exactly. Exactly. I just don't get it. I just don't. I don't get it. And in,
I mean, I think the simplest explanation is that, like, at least when it comes to these CYL sort of things, this isn't because they're trying to reduce costs by reducing the amount of units that that they have to make, because like it's basically the same amount of cost, right?
exactly, yeah. They could have just made more money if they just separated them, which I don't get why if they're already cutting costs through like Tempest Trials and like even JHBs now. I just don't get it. It's so weird to me. And then I also have like this big question, like why now? Our revenue hasn't really declined that much. Like hardly, we've been consistently at like 2 million for 3 years. 2 or 3 years. 2? I think 2 years. I think book 7 consistently was 3 years. And then I think 8 and 9 was like 2 million the entire way. Except for that month where Summer Celica came out. That was the first time we hit 1.9 million. I don't know. That's like, I'm just wondering, like, why now of all times that they decided like to do this? Unless like you're just thinking the worst, you know? It's weird.
I mean, yeah, I'll just say the simplest thing explanation is that like this move of having these type of CYL harmonics isn't a method of reducing costs. It's just something that they want to do essentially, regardless of like revenue or not. Because like doing it this way actually reduces revenue because like the rates are a lot higher on a 3-person banner.
Exactly. Tarantula with a $5 super
I guess
chat.
there's also the consideration is that New Heroes banners have been doing really poorly for like a long time.
Yeah.
And so reducing like say ℕ𝔗𝔢 representation for these type of things helps with that. And I agree with that. I don't think ℕ𝔗𝔢 deserve any representation.
That's crazy.
But, you know, it's fine.
Tarantula, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. IS has shown that they forgot how to make money after grouping all 3 houses lords under the Edelgard emblem banner. Under the emblem Edelgard emblem instead of splitting them up. Yeah. No, I think they are gonna do that actually. I think I had someone say that like, oh, Emblem Erica, like she has like no reference to Ephraim at all. Like you just see her in him in the special art and the kill animation. Everything else has no reference to Ephraim. So they thought, oh, Ephraim will probably be his own emblem. And like Edelgard kind of does the same thing too. Like you just see Dimitri and Claude just
only
in
like
the
the
attack
special art
yeah, the
and
special art and the
special
attack animation. So I unironically genuinely think that they'll all get emblems like on their own. And it'll be like the same thing. It'll be like of rivals Dimitri. And it, like there's no way IS wouldn't just do that for 3 houses of all things. Like,
yeah,
you know,
I think like eventually we'll fill out the 20 canonical bracelets and rings, and then we're definitely going to start seeing like popular characters getting rings, like Dimitri and Claude get their own. Like we just need to get through like Lucina and the other ones that aren't as popular, and then we'll be golden.
Yeah. I also just like, I don't know. It's hard to be it's hard to not be worried. Am I weird for saying it's just
I mean, I think that's a natural
because
feeling.
also like this just sets a precedent. Chat, we have a FEH group chat with like almost every FEH, right? And like I remember when CYL 1 harmonics happened, Infantry Pulse made a crackpot theory, be like, oh my god, what if they do this every 2 months? I think they're gonna do this every 3 months, and that kind of scares me.
When was the last one? It was
November, end of November.
November, right? So yeah, it seems it's looking like the cadence, at least from the limited sample size we have, is going to be 3 months.
Every 3 months. And chat, that's also Choose Your Legends in August. That's gonna take up a new hero slot. Then it's gonna be in fall Shadows units. Then I think in the winter, the other Shadows units, because they're splitting them up. Like, chat, we're not getting a lot of new heroes banners this year. That's scary.
Yeah,
that's
which
scary.
I think
with no GHBs either. Because let's be honest, they're probably not. Maybe in the OG CYL, but don't expect it for anything else.
Yeah. Which I guess like goes back to that idea that new heroes banners aren't selling. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, they're basically slowly minimizing that to actually get something that does sell.
Scary.
Because, yeah, unfortunately, we are starting to run into the bottom of the barrel when it comes to new heroes. Yeah.
How do you feel about having the +10 Shadows Edelgard and Harmonics? Well, it'll be a duo Edelgard. I kind of hate it. People are not going to believe me, but I fucking hate it. You know, if I didn't love Fire Emblem Heroes deep down, I would have clocked out by now. I definitely would have clocked out by now. Oh, we're potentially getting 2 more Edelgards this year. That's... I know y'all ain't happy to hear that. I know y'all ain't happy to hear that. We're getting 2 more Edelgards, baby. Oh my god. Suna, thank you so much for the $50
Suna.
super chat. Satoshi, based on the... God, excuse me. Based on the release dates and time frame between Duo CYL 1.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited to go in +10 merging Dual Brave. Yeah.
Yeah, Tiki will be here sooner
And
than
then
we thought.
Byleth will be backpacking that. I like Tiki, so I'll actually +10 that one.
Okay, all right.
Tiki is cool. I mean, if I +6 Johanna, Marissa, I don't know anything about Marissa, but if I +6 her, I think I'd +10 Harmonic Tiki.
Yeah. Wait, Tailwind, what do you mean Edelgard and Lysithea hate each other? What? They're like,
no, that's dude.
they
She's
had
like
one of the best support conversations, and like to the point where Lysithea's genuinely considered like an actual Black Eagles member.
Oh
like
my
an honorary
god!
Black
Thank you
Eagles
so
member.
much,
Like,
Shuna, for the 10 gifted members.
Where did you get that
Christ.
ideal, Tailwind?
Thank you so much, Suna, for the 10 gifted. You really didn't have to. We got Bitex, Silo, Ethang, Manugatari, Chargeman, Retorno, Nyx, Robin, Taco Link, Jay Nielsen. Heck yeah. If you guys are members, ping me or the mods in my Discord so we can put you in the members only chat. Because I get. But yeah, thank you so much, Shuna. I forever disagreed with this because at its core, this is just fundamental laziness. If this, oh my god, yo, Shuna, you gotta save this for freaking Duo Tiki, bro. You gotta save this for Harmonic Tiki. Thank you so much.
Yeah. It's coming sooner than we thought, so we need to save our money, you know?
Thank you so much. Oh my god. That is 1 in the +10. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I didn't think it was lazy. Like the first one, I genuinely, wholeheartedly, like, cause that was the 10th year anniversary for CYL voting. So I thought that was not the best time to have it. Cause obviously you do it during like the anniversary FEH, or like the anniversary FEH channel. That would have been perfect.
Anniversary, yeah.
That would have been perfect. But they didn't. They just didn't. And then they do this. Now it's like, okay, I guess it wasn't a fucking love letter after all. My fucking bad. Jesus Christ. Okay. It could still be a love letter. Just but it's a like letter. It's not a love letter. It's a like letter. It's like a swipe up for a TBH Snapchat letter, like type shit.
Okay, I see.
Awakening Echoes, even 3 houses have done most of their roster. Yeah. And then you have TMS and Radiant Dawn and I think Shadow Dragon and Engage.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. How many actual characters do you remember from Shadow Dragon?
Yes, but I also think that's also not the point. I can empathize when people are like,
I mean,
no,
I think
but
what this shows is that
needs
we're
to be
just
in the
going to like,
game, you know, but
yeah.
I get what you mean. Like there's got to be peaks and valleys for these types of things, and I feel like that's something that Faye failed to do. You know, they have no faith in new heroes, and the rest of the book is going to be Lord Alts and OC Chosens. Yeah, it is. It 1,000,000% is. This year might be, unless they do something like that, can actually like make things. I think they can do what they're doing I think they can keep doing what they're doing with new heroes if they pump out the rest of the year crazy quality of life changes. But that's delusion right there. In my opinion, I already think we're. I don't know. A part of me still thinks there's hope. Ask me in 2 months. Ask me in 2 months. Ask me in 2 months. Ask me in 2 months.
I mean, ultimately, like IS can do whatever they want. At least the FEH team can do whatever they want. What actually determines the longevity of FEH will be how well Fortune Weaves does, right? Because we're kind of hitting that point where, like, again, pretty much have all the hard hitters when it comes to characters. And now we basically have characters that very little comparatively people care about. And so what we need to do is introduce like new characters that people care about, which will mainly come in the form of Fortune Weaves. And so if Fortune Weaves doesn't do well, then, you know,
Chat.
then I'll talk about like potential like longevity issues with FEH.
All right, chat. I have a question. If they made a FEH 2,
Yeah,
but it was like FEH year 1, like the beginning of FEH, would you play it? Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. I feel like if FEH were to die, that's like a hit on the franchise. I don't think people want to admit it. I really don't think people want to admit it, but I think that's a low blow to the franchise. Like, regardless of what people think, FEH's done more good than for the franchise than people want to admit. Like, actually. It would have to be a different team. I don't trust these devs. That's fair. They took enough money from. A lot of people are saying maybe. 47 are on the fence. 30 says yes. 23 says no. I don't blame people. Bro, if like my FEH account got like resetted for some reason, I would not play, bro. Oh my God. I could not play. We don't need a live service Fire Emblem, in my opinion. Year 1 was high-key ass. We just didn't know any better at the time. All right, All right, chat. All right.
What are we talking about?
I made a poll saying if they made a FEH 2, but it played like... All right, maybe... All right, let me fix this poll. Because you guys are taking that way too late. Okay, well, I worded poorly.
I mean, oh, I see the poll now. I mean, I was not here FEH year 1. I came into FEH 2020, which was like year 4
All right.
at that point.
Chat. If FEH 2 happened and it played like peak FEH, would you play it? Peak FEH. What? That's vague enough for it to be whatever you want, and everyone's experience is different. Would you want it? I'm just curious. Why am I angry? When I type too fast, my shit just like... Peak FEH for me was like book 6, I think. 5 or 6.
I would
6.
say book 6. Yeah. Like Vault of Heavens and early SD were like actually peak FEH, I think.
Okay, wow, the results pretty much stay the same.
Please no. Like, I don't care what we complain about in like summoning rates for FEH, like Genshin, or like resources. Like Genshin,
yeah,
you need like a lot more resources to get a unit compared to FEH, or at least more time. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just worried about this game. I do love this game, but my God, the devs are pissing me off, bro. And like, it's getting hard and hard every day to like not be worried. Like every time I'm like, there could still be hope, and then it's like,
I will only be worried if I am consistently unable to reach rank 1 in SD, using F2P orbs. Like that's I guess my sort of metric as like an F2P player.
Yeah.
If it comes to the point where like I literally need to swipe in order to keep up with summer duels, then that's when to me like it jumped the shark. But like as long as I can, still keep up as an F2P player while still saving ores for the eventual Exalted and Bridal and Summer Lucina that will happen, and Emblem Lucina that will happen, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah. You should ask if Fate 2 has completely different OCs, all besides the summer, and maybe yes. I'm not gonna type a third poll.
I mean, I think people really like Alphonse and Veronica and Sharena and like those people.
Oh yeah,
now,
no, they're
right?
great.
So, like,
yeah.
Yeah.
But everything else and like the storyboard is kind of not the best. If you're
You
gonna
say
pump
that
out a
and,
bunch of
like,
OCs,
Gulveg and Balder made rank 1.
okay,
CYL.
Balder is cool. I like Golvik too, but I understand why she hit rank. I think Shadows Fjorm gets most of her hate because she's in Forging Bonds every freaking other, basically every Forging Bonds. That's like where 90% of her hate comes from.
Give us Summer solely before Summer Lucina just to spite me? Why would you say that, Wacky? Thought we were friends.
They made a Cypher mobile game? Dude, I would love that. Is because she was supposed to die? No, that's why you don't like Fjorm Oblivion. But I swear to God, most people I talk to, especially the casuals, they're like, oh my God, why is she in Forging Bonds? I could have better character conversations. But no, Fjorm just has to put her head everywhere. What the fuck?
I mean, we did have a Fae card game. It was called Cypher.
Yeah.
And I'm still sad that it got discontinued.
Yeah, and it got discontinued because of Fae. Which I think is a dumb reason,
I don't think it got discontinued because of Fae. I just think,
I could have sworn
like,
they literally openly said that.
they said that Fae provided the same things that Cypher did. But like no business would like kill off something that was literally still making money, right?
Was it?
So I'm pretty sure it was just due to like the fact that Cypher wasn't selling as well, especially since that was like during pandemic times before the whole card game craze.
Yeah. I
became
need
a
Summer
thing.
Boulder. That's all I need. I have something to tell you. That's gonna happen
Oh.
this year.
Yes, it will happen. Yeah.
Like half the New Year's banners are always on the summer ban. Because part 1 or 2 is always OCs. So yeah. Cypher
Yeah, so
problem
don't
is
worry.
way
Like,
worse.
IS will be insane if they aren't going to make Summer Boulder. I'm just going to say that right now.
Yeah, yeah, no. I don't know. I'm scared about this game, man. Like it's such a feels bad, especially like wouldn't get it respectfully. Like, dude, do I know anyone in chat that just plus 10 someone recently and then we have this? Doesn't that make you like a little worried about the game? It's like, damn. Like, I'm not that guy that's like, man, this game should never die. By the way, if you have that mindset, respectfully, you're stupid. Like, if you spend money on the game and be like, all right, this game better never die now. Like, if you have that mindset, you're stupid. It's going to die eventually. But I'd understand if you were someone like me and, you know, you plus 10 2 emblem units and then the game dies in 2 months. Like, that would feel bad. You know, that would feel bad to anyone, you know? So it gets me scared to spend anything. Like, I want to summon this reset just for Fjorm, but I'm scared to do that. Which, by the way, chat, I'm gonna summon on reset if you guys want to watch. I'm gonna be streaming chat.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say you are going to be summoning.
Yeah, I'm gonna be summoning. What's up, Katie Lynn?
I'm fairly certain Faye will survive for at least like 2 or 3 more years.
I can't say
Like,
that. I've said
assuming
Faye
it does
will be
well.
alive for another year, like for the past like 4 years. I'm okay.
Right, exactly. So like I assume that like Fortune Sleeves will come in, bring a lot of new interest into Faye, give us new hero banners that actually don't suck. And then I think that can Yeah, we need to get to Ragnarok Part 3, essentially. Right, so, yeah. Oh my god. I still don't understand the 6-7 thing,
I don't
by the
either.
way.
The thing is, the quality of life is on Fate Pass. Unironically, they could make so much, like, almost like 40% revenue. Not even from quality of life or like summons. Like low key, if they just sell certain shit, like I promise you, they can actually make so much more bank.
I mean, the main draw of Fate Pass is sparking on specials and legendaries. I think they kind of made a mistake, but not really, having sparking on New Heroes banner. Not really, because I obviously really appreciate it. But yeah, like if they actually wanted like a lot more money, they could like give more sparks. Like have tiers of Fate Pass that gives you X amount of sparks depending on how much you want.
I don't think Faye will die after the main story. I wish I was that optimistic. I can't be that. It's so hard for me too. I wish I was you. That's not me being like sarcastic or like annoying or like pissy. Like I genuinely mean that. I wish I was that positive. I wish. I don't want this game. I think deep down, no one wants this game to die. As much as we fucking yell at this game, as much as we like shit on it, you know, like it's sad. It's sad. You know, they're cutting off GHBs. They're cutting off Tempest Trials. They're redoing CYLs every 3 months. They're shoving shadows in our faces 24/7. Dude, I wouldn't even be surprised if we had a direct tomorrow. Fire Emblem Direct. And then like, oh yeah, here's a Fortune's Weave trailer. And then like the rest of the 45 minutes is telling us why we should download Fire Emblem Shadows. Like actually. Like literally.
I feel like opposite, because like if they actually wanted to do that, they should have like made a trailer of Shadows before Shadow dropping on, you know?
I think it will become like Animal Crossing offline mode. I'd be happy with that.
I mean, ultimately, that's what I think that will happen if like Faye ever EOSs. That being said, again, I don't think EOS is this year or next year. I think like personally, I do think we will finish Ragnarok before EOS happens.
I will say, you know, for as much shit as for as much, you know, shit as I'm also gonna give Faye, I do want to give some pats on the back for it because they've been condensing word text. They've been reprinting premium skills like crazy. Which is good.
The last refined batch was also really, really good.
Yeah. So far we're like 2 and 2 for good refined batches this year. Or at least for book 10. Complexity has plateaued. It's plateaued. I'll give it that.
It has plateaued, actually.
One thing I kind of want to defend Faye on, I think it's a little disingenuous to say that these units, kit-wise, hear me out, kit-wise, is samey. Have you guys been there for like year 1 to 3? Like, if you weren't fucking stats, like, who the fuck were you? Like, you guys don't know what the fuck samey is.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
let's calm down.
Like,
and then the second when we get quote unquote different units, then you guys are gonna complain. Let's be a little honest here. Let's be a little honest here. I think it's a little bit disingenuous to say a lot of these units are just samey.
Yeah. I agree, because like,
oh my god, 𝔐𝔐𝔗 is just Brave Byleth, except she has Reflex and also has and like you're gonna name 5 different skills that Byleth doesn't have. Like that's pretty disingenuous. Let's be honest here. You know, like let's be honest. Like that's one thing I understand to be upset for certain things, and by all means be upset with what you want. But I think hearing like certain units being like, oh, this is just 𝔐𝔕. Wow, just another tank. Like that's so disingenuous.
That's really
I really
reductive,
don't
yeah.
like that. That's such a like, oh, you're just mad, so you just want a reason to get mad even more. Like to me, that's a little disingenuous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like as much as like we compare.
By the way, I'm saying this right now. I
Celica-
did not watch any reaction. So if someone ever actually said that, or any of my fellow FaceTuber friends, I'm so sorry. I did not watch any reaction. I promise. Anyways, how to make that disclaimer. But yeah, I call it 𝔐𝔕 because of character selection.
Like,
that's okay,
Celica
and that's fair.
Violet does have similarities.
Yeah.
Yeah, as much as like we compared Celica and Byleth with each other, I do think they will play differently. Like,
Yeah.
Again, Byleth seems to have a lot more bulk, and Celica seems to be a lot more glass cannon. And so, like, it'll be interesting to see which one calls you want for like different situations and stuff like that.
Because again, chat, if they were really all different, then everyone would be like, oh my God, I have to remember so many different things now. Oh my, like, no, I think what they're doing with kits are fine for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part. 𝔐𝔕 with character selection, that I can get behind. That again, I think there's got to be peaks and valleys. If you're gonna make a banner, I know people are probably gonna like this, but I asked the company, if you're gonna make a banner with fucking 𝔉𝔬𝔩𝔗𝔢𝔕, ℭ𝔯𝔢𝔕, and like fucking 𝔐𝔗, like you have to make them stand out. Like unfortunately, you just do. Whether it's the units are good themselves or they have crazy fodder, because then you're gonna make people pull. You know, like. Peaks and valleys,
right?
You know,
I mean,
or
that's
just make the shitty 4-star. You know,
like I think the community is really bad at. Like people will say, "Oh, we shouldn't see like these like popular characters as much. We need to have more representation for more people." And then when we have like a banner with like not popular people like 𝔉𝔬𝔩𝔗 and people like that, people are like, "Oh, why is 𝔉𝔬𝔩𝔗𝔢 here? Why isn't it
that is very true?
Character? Why
Come
isn't it this?
on,
Like,
bro. Should have been ℭ𝔯𝔢𝔕. What the
like,
fuck?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and then if ℭ𝔯𝔢𝔕 goes there, it's like, oh, why is ℭ𝔯𝔢𝔕? Why is it not Manuela? Oh my gosh.
I kind of agree with you. I kind of agree with you. Again, it's peaks and valleys. I'm not saying they should print out AeroGuard every 5 seconds. All right, Chad, that's not what I'm saying. I hate it. I don't know if I told you. I fucking hate it.
When 𝔬𝔬𝔻 banner exists, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is why I am of the opinion that 𝔬𝔬𝔻 should get no banners. Just FYI.
All right, I didn't say that. Chat.
Oh my God!
Oblivion,
I'm here
Mango!
to cut the fake cope
Oblivion.
in half because I was listening to while I was driving home and it was crazy coping.
Wait,
You
what
guys
were
are
we
going
coping about?
Way too hard. Oh my gosh!
What are you talking about?
These are very, very similar kits. 80% of the kits are similar. They're literally worded the same. They have the same flat DR. They have the same true damage. They have DR halving. Like, it's the same stuff, guys. Like, let's be real. Yes, there are minor differences, but they are very, very much the same. Hector is the most unique unit on this banner by a large margin.
I mean, obviously we need to get these units in game and see how they actually perform, but at least from my initial impression,
the performance will be different based off numbers, right? Like obviously Celica has less flat DR than Byleth, but she's gonna play very similar to the way he is. She's gonna be more offensive and rely on Miracle, and he's gonna be more of a stationary unit who wants to play in a ball team. Like they're very very similar.
Different.
Yeah, and you have to utilize different members of the team for that to happen.
Yeah.
Like you literally just do. Like you literally just
explain how they're like
no, I'm being so serious.
Right there. Like
that's like it's a tiny minor difference between two units who are both melee infantry swords who have 3 range styles. One gets 10 true damage, the other one gets 20% attack. They're very similar. They're different, but they're not that different. And this has been the same case like constantly for the past probably year. Like, are we really going to be like say that's that difference?
I mean, from what you said about how like Celica's a lot more offensive, you want to like dive in with her more, et cetera, versus Byleth who wants to like stay balled up and stuff like that. And that, I don't know. To me, that's like a really significant difference in terms of like how these units actually play. You know,
I don't think it is. Like they're literally like side grades to each other, literally. This same with Fjorm and Ryoma. Their difference is like Fjorm gets ice, which is pretty good to Mitt. but Ryoma has way higher true damage.
Ice is very, very different in terms of like what Ryoma brings.
You guys are just reacting to this. Go watch Joel's reaction. He literally does them side by side. They're almost exactly the same. Like, it's ridiculous how close they are. Like,
you
go check
literally
it out.
just explained to
I just
us,
look at the tier list part,
unprompted, by the way,
because I didn't
how Byleth and Celica are different from each other and play differently.
Right. I explained like 2 different things. That doesn't mean the other 10 things aren't the same.
No, it's not about different things. It's about how you play them. You said that Byleth, you want to ball them up more. You wanted like
right.
Be
He's gonna play in a ball comp because he has to be within
exactly.
3 spaces.
Yes.
Celica's gonna do the exact same thing.
Offensive, but because she has weaker defenses, like she really needs to rely on the nuking, etc.
I definitely chat. This is so funny. What did I cause? I caused this man to road rage, and now he joined the stream.
And a unit being a hit and run unit, you know?
No, stop. Oh my god. The only difference is gonna be you're gonna use, well, you probably won't pull Celica, but if you did pull Celica, the only difference would be like you would use Celica, she'd actually kill things because you always forget there's a 3-space range requirement for Byleth, and you'd be like, oh, she killed stuff, she's good, and then she would canto back just like Byleth does, and it would be the exact same thing.
Yo, my chat's loving this, bro.
I get you guys want to be positive and stuff about the game, but we have to be realistic with the game.
I was just dunking on it for like 30 minutes.
And then you started going like off on the cope coaster. I was agreeing with you guys. You guys were like a cope coaster about like Fortune's Weave is not going to save this game, guys. Let's be real. Fortune's Weave, all it's going to do is going to be like getting a new credit card and you're bad with money.
I was literally I'm like one of the most like prominent VTubers to be like, I don't know, man, just because Fortune's Weave's coming out doesn't mean it's going to be a success, like, period. Like, I don't put that on me.
That's not the point, though. The point I'm making is that Fortune's Weave won't save Faye. All it will do is give us new heroes banners with different characters. It doesn't fix any of the fundamental problems with Faye. Faye has a fundamental problem of not releasing content, of not releasing quality of life, of not improving game modes, right? Not improving summoning. Those are all things that Fortune's Weave will not touch.
Yeah,
those things have to be addressed. And that is why I keep saying that the Faye channels are mid. The Faye channels are bad. Because we're not actually getting anything that actually fundamentally fixes the game's problems. And that's why the game is declining so much. It's not because of even this stuff, right? This stuff does suck. I don't like getting the same character 5 times a year, right? Like, I don't care if it makes money. That's whatever. That's not even the major problem. The major problem is that the game isn't actually evolving in any way or changing in any way. And it's making it so that, like, you don't actually feel like you're making progress in the game. And also, like, you're not actually doing anything new. You're just doing the same thing you've been doing for 5 years straight, which is the problem.
I don't think I necessarily disagree with any of that. I mean, that's something
we've agreed with you on that. The only thing we were only like just shitting on was not shitting on, like saying was like, oh, we think that like, oh, these units are just samey is like a little OD.
They are samey though. They literally are samey.
Is Brave Ike the same unit as Harmonic Ike? Is Harmonic Ike the same unit as? Okay, that was a bad analogy because that's like year 1 to like 10.
Right, we're not comparing Brave.
All right. Let me give another example. That's a different analogy. All right, that was a bad one. Is Duo 𝔬𝔦𝔱𝔗𝔢𝔦 the same unit as Harmonic Ike?
No, they're not.
All right then.
But I mean,
is Ryoma the same?
Ryoma's the same unit as Fjorm. They're very, very similar. They're very, very similar.
Yeah. I mean,
I think they're similar. I think they're similar, but I don't think they'll do. I don't think they'll excel.
I'm not disagreeing that they're similar, but I do think they have. I mean, their major difference is like ice, for instance. That's a huge difference in terms of like
ice. They both have all the other same effects. Essentially,
just ice is crazy when ice is like the most powerful effect there is.
Okay, but
I was gonna bring that she's also just fundamentally a different unit type.
Let's say we took Duo Freya.
I guess she is like more.
We got Harmonic Freya, and she did everything the
like,
same, but she had ice. Would you not say that's the same unit? Yes, it's the same unit. They got one extra effect, right? Like that's literally what power creep is. It's taking something that already exists, changing 1 or 2 things, and making them better, right? Like that's literally what power creep is.
Isn't Fjorm also like more towards like omni tanking rather than nuking instead of Ryoma?
Yeah,
her numbers are more leaning towards she has less true damage. She's more
she's
reliant on
more of
reflex.
that like Omni Tanks type role.
Yeah.
Well, she still wants to play like just like 𝔉𝔬𝔩 does. Like she has the Kanto, she has the style to attack at 2 range. She's playing exactly like 𝔉𝔬𝔩 does. She just has, it's literally just a numbers difference. Like it's a numbers difference in ice. That's it.
I don't.
You guys haven't watched it yet, but go watch watch Joel's thing. That's what Joel was talking about in his reaction. Like that's why he took like 10 minutes at the end to just talk about the state. Of the
I
game.
watched the 10 minutes
because
at
of
the
that
end.
exact.
Yeah.
That was because of the whole time throughout the video. He's talking about how they're exactly the same.
I mean, I haven't watched Joel's video, so maybe I should do that afterwards here. But I don't know. At least from an initial impression, it seems like 𝔉𝔬𝔩's more leaning towards like, at least from experience, 𝔉𝔬𝔩's leaning towards more like that melee nuke type of role. While from this initial impression in the trailer, it seems 𝔉𝔬𝔩's more leaning towards that Omni Tank type role. Obviously, they can sort of overlap, but like it seems like they're aiming towards something different in terms of like player phase versus enemy phase.
Right. What I'm saying is they're doing it in the same way though. Like instead of being like creative and designing a kit, like okay, we're making an Omni Tank kit. It's gonna work this way where it really plays into an Omni Tank play style. They just take the same kit and they tweak some of the numbers and change one effect, right? That's why it feels so samey. Like, yes, those can be significant changes, absolutely, to how a unit performs. Like if you change flat DR by like 20 or 30, right? That's a massive change. That could completely take a unit from being garbage to amazing. But when it comes to actual gameplay, how you're actually playing the unit, right? It's not that much different.
Playing a unit as an Omni Tank style versus like a melee nuke style is not that different, you think?
She's gonna play the exact same way though. Like she's doing all the same things, right? Like she's literally gonna be doing the exact same things. Like if you put them into ether raids, right? You're gonna do the exact same thing. It's just that 𝔉𝔬𝔩's gonna be better at Omni Tanking than 𝔉𝔬𝔩 would because she has more flat DR. Well,
Right.
𝔉𝔬𝔩's gonna be a little bit better at killing things. But they have the exact same 1-for-1, all the other things.
Right, but like just because like 2 units can do 2 similar styles, one of them better at one style, the other better at another style, but like they can do both like somewhat decently. I think that's fine because like you have a specialist on one style, even if they can use the other style, and then you have another unit that is a specialist on
I'm scared of saying something because like I don't want to like tag Team Oblivion like on some Captain America Bucky shit on Iron Man, you know. I'm scared of saying shit, but I also kind of started this thing, so now I want to say stuff. I don't know, I'm scared. I was gonna be like, because I was gonna say, I know you're missing out on what they're saying. I was gonna say like, oh, even if he's correct, wouldn't that be the issue that everyone would still have anyways, where even if they're, let's say if they're samey, like, because I was saying, oh, if they're samey, people get mad. If they're not samey, people get mad anyways because that's more complex. Let's just keep hearing them.
Right? That's what I'm saying about the sameness, where like when they design kits now, instead of doing like super unique things and leaning into more like interesting ideas or creative ideas or even risky ideas, they just take the same like standard effects, they put it on every unit, and then they slightly tweak numbers.
My only issue with that is that, like, again, every time they have done that, people just complain anyways. That's also another issue I have personally, which was that I was saying
people are going to complain no matter what, right? Like,
yeah,
unfortunately, that's just how our population is now, which really sucks, but it's kind of true, right? They just you could literally do the best thing in the world and people will still complain about it.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that's like. And now I'm not saying that the ratio is I'm not going to say that the ratio is great, but the times that Fade does do things right, people are still just going to shit on it. And I don't like that. That's what I also said earlier.
Okay. I think it's fine to praise Fade when it does good things, right? I think that is beneficial.
Yeah, I just feel like people don't do that anymore. Like ever.
Well, I think the reason why is because the things they do right are so minor compared to the things that are not being fixed that are so major, right? So it's like if you were married to somebody and they clean the dishes, right? And you're like, oh, cool, thanks for cleaning the dishes. But at the same time, like they shot your dog. Like, you're not gonna really care that they clean the dishes because the dog is dead in the backyard.
All right, all right.
Like,
Can I
you
give
get what I'm saying?
an analogy?
Like,
Can I give an analogy?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
For literally go through the trailers out of like the past 4 years. I don't know if you're looking at my screen, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at your screen.
This
That is
this part right here.
Right.
Ever since they started separating it, which would make it easier to digest, to me, that's when people started saying, wow, so samey. Look at this paragraph. This is so stupid. As if Faye didn't, like, for like 3 years straight, be like, all right, for existing, +5 to all stats. Then for book 7 to 8, +10 to all stats. And people would look at this and make this the de facto of, wow, look how samey everything is. And I don't like that.
I see what you're saying. I think, well, first of all, right, I agree that the condensing of text is an amazing change. It's very good. We should definitely praise IS for that. Thank God. Like, it's so much more readable now. Absolutely agree with that. When it comes to the actual text, I think it has gotten more samey. Like, obviously, at a certain point in the game, we kind of got it so that every unit had like slaying and +5 to all stats, right? I agree with you there.
Yeah.
But after that, the effects would be pretty different. Now you can essentially expect every new unit to come out to have stats, true damage, and flat DR, right? And then typically DR halving. That's really common as well. Like, those effects you can essentially expect to be stapled on the bottom of every single weapon. Now, right? You don't get weapons that don't have those anymore. And it's because of the way the game has been developed. Those effects are necessary. You have to have those effects or you're just not a real unit anymore, right? Like, I think that's kind of obvious. Like,
right. So like basically that became like the now version of like +5 to all stats, slaying, etc. that we have now. It's just that,
right,
you know, it's now focused on like that true damage, that
and
flat DR, stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree. I just think that it takes up a lot of the weapon budget, right?
I don't
look at
necessarily
weapon, right?
Right now is that we have starting to rehash mechanics way more often. That the issue, I don't disagree with that, Mass, but the issue is that, like, even if we do get more stuff, then people will just complain about it. It's where I feel like, which is what I was saying earlier. I think Faye is just at a lose-lose point where, like, everyone's just not even just angry. I admittedly also think people are just burnt out.
I mean, I think that's partially true, but I think as a developer, like, it's not always about listening to people's complaints. It's about listening to the players and understanding that there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole different situation. Yeah. Like,
back to the main topic. Back to the main topic. Yeah.
Understanding that there's complaints isn't like it's not important what the complaint necessarily always is. Sometimes it's just understanding there's something wrong and knowing that you as a developer need to learn what the player base actually needs. Not necessarily what they want, but what they need, right? And I think Faye's done a very, very, very poor job at that. We just haven't gotten anything we actually need, which is a new game mode that actually opens up design space, because that helps with power creep. It helps with designing new types of units, right? That's two big fundamental things. The other thing is summoning. Summoning has been the same since day one, like, and well, at least the aesthetics and the summoning pool of 4 stars and 3 stars has been the same.
Yeah,
they have been circling out 5 stars, to be fair, right? But it's very damaging because it's the core of the game. You can say, like, let's say a Genshin or a Honkai Star Rail, something like that. Summoning obviously is important, but it's not the actual core of the game itself. It's something you do, and, you know, it's obviously got a bunch of problems with that. But it's not the core of the game because you don't get skills from summoning. You don't get, like, you know, fodder from summoning. You don't merge, like, well, you merge units. But, like, it's not the core part of the game like it is with Faye, where so much of everything ties back to summoning. And so because that system is not well done, it affects the entire game. And they need to address that, and they just have not done that at all, essentially, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, this is something we've talked about all the time. Like, I agree with you all that. Like, we've talked about how Faye needs a co-op mode or like a deep PvE mode. We've talked about in our podcast about how like the summoning pool needs to be fixed, et cetera, et cetera.
Right. I think the thing, okay, so I guess the reason why I was bringing this, okay, like, to bring everything together, right? We've had these problems, we've discussed a million times, absolutely. The problem is now the things that we had, they're taking away, right? And so now those problems are becoming even more pronounced in a way because we're losing things instead of just like coasting, which we were for years. We still are. Now we're losing more things, right? We lost Tempest Trial units completely. We're
I don't even think
possibly
we're
losing
coasting, bro. The boat's rocking, bro. I'm scared. There's sharks
the
underneath
boat,
me. I'm
there's
scared.
water. There's water in the boat. Yeah, like we're losing what 4 to 5 GHBs a year. now? Like that's even more.
If
Like
the pace goes the way it's
Yeah.
been going, which is like 3 months, then that'll be 4
Right.
per year.
Yeah, 4 GHBs, right? So that's, I don't know the exact number, but if you cut Tempest Trials out of the equation, that's half our free play units. And then if you cut 4 GHBs, I think that's like another 20% maybe. I don't know. But like, it's not a good sign, right? And then on top of that, Tempest Trial units were also units that were typically less popular characters, which means we're getting even less representation. And then you combine that with these type of banners, where it's literally a new heroes banner, but there's not a single new hero on the banner. And it's not even that, it's alts of alts, right? So it makes things compound in such a way where I think that people just get frustrated, right? Like it's one thing after another in a way, and it's been pretty bad since the beginning of the book, right? It's been essentially CYL Harmonics, the book starts, and then we're just getting hit with like OC, same unit, OC, same unit, no Tempest Trials, right? I think Joel said it really the best, where like the only really redeeming thing in this entire year so far, or this book, is that our refines have been kind of cracked. We've been getting really good refine batches, and that's like the highlight of the year for me, at least so far. But we have to see if that's like an actual consistent thing, or if that's just like we got lucky for twice in a row.
Yeah. If we get lucky 3 times in a row, I'll believe it. But you know, back to like the 𝔐𝔶 stuff, because I don't. Okay, let me get this point across. We're not saying units never get 𝔐𝔶. We've literally had reactions, like someone brought it up in chat, where like Ninja Yunaka, that is literally Yunaka but red and flat DR, and little like what you said. We're not saying it doesn't happen, but I think people say it happens more often than it thinks. And can I give an analogy? If I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, like, one thing that I've seen a lot was Emblem Corn as an example. Wow, she's just a tank. Like, when people, like, oversimplify is where I kind of draw the line, where it's like, wow, it's just a nuke. Wow, it's just a dancer. Wow, it's just a... Because, at least for me, you know, like you came in here and you said, like, yeah, maybe, and even DTM said it too, like, yeah, just look back at Ryoma's kit. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I'll do that after this. Yeah, and I'll look at it. If it's like 90% the same, yeah, I'll agree with you, because, like, you know, this is our first time reacting to it. So, you know, we barely had time to digest it, but, you know, we're not saying that, like, it never happens, because that's definitely not true. We've literally had reactions with us 3 being like, oh, this is this unit. This is 𝔬𝔬𝔩, but purple. She's fallen, and
Yeah,
you know, like, we're not saying it doesn't happen. We just think that the community makes it seem like it's way more than it actually is. That's at least where I'm trying to get at, because it definitely does happen, and I'm not gonna. I'd be on some crazy crack if I said otherwise.
Trying to find.
Joel compared Fjorm and Ryoma
like,
sets. I only went to look at the tier list like
Does
before.
Ryoma have a perf special or like perf thing? Let me look on
He has he has
not
like
special, but
he has a perf B.
Okay.
He has reflex in there. So yeah, I mean, does he give himself the same like bonuses? Because I mean, because if he gives themselves a B bonus, the same bonuses, yeah, I'll concede. Yeah, that's pretty much like the same shit as this Fjorm. You know, like,
right.
Although I will say,
think
I will also agree with DTM that having Emblem Ring built-in's freaking crazy. Like, I feel like
it's strong.
I feel like that alone makes up for. Maybe it is cope. You know, I'll give it to you. Maybe it is cope. But I personally feel, as someone that's been using like Emblem Edelgard with Corn Ring for offense with Heimdallr, dude, that is like, you don't even lose when that happens. Like, it's crazy.
I mean, it's a very powerful effect, and I don't think they've had a problem with doing powerful effects. I just think it's like how much is similar, right? Like,
Yo, this
someone
poll
looking
was,
at this
by the
book,
way,
this book in particular, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say,
Like,
this conversation was so funny. I made a fucking poll saying who's winning the debate. 59 said Oblivion, 41 said DTM. It was close. It was close. My chat's divided. My chat's divided. Anyways, go.
It's like looking back at the beginning of this book, right? We have Alphonse and 𝔉𝔬𝔩𝔗𝔢𝔐 as the two unique units. Alphonse he's similar to Brave Alphonse, but he is pretty unique. I will definitely give it that, right? He's infantry, which is pretty different. 𝔉𝔬𝔩𝔗 is kind of a boring mage, to be honest. Like, she's pretty much, there's nothing really special about her, but like there's nothing like necessarily that's exactly the same as like her Brave version, something like that, right? When you get to Christmas, though, we have Gatekeeper. Gatekeeper is an armor, which is the difference, but he's pretty much playing the same role as Brave Gatekeeper. And 𝔬𝔗 is obviously way better than Mythic 𝔬𝔗 in some ways, but she's essentially the same 𝔬𝔗, right? Like, she has many of the same effects. She's
Yeah, you use her for the same thing. I agree. And like, she can just also AoE nuke, which is
we get to,
scarier than you think, chat. Like, because a lot of people don't have AoE protection, so that's kind of scary.
Right. We get to New Year's. Heimdall and Valley are like essentially carbon
You literally
copies.
skip Alfred and Ivy.
Yeah, Alfred and Ivy are unique. Alfred, yeah, they're unique for the most part, right? We then have the New Year's, which is we have
I think
Valley and
outside
Heimdall.
of Baldur, like they were pretty much the same, essentially. I think
Baldur. Baldur's Brave Baldur, but melee, which is fair. That's a pretty significant change, right? But it is very similar, where she still plays with like the color style. She still has like the Brave with the exposure and stuff like that. Yeah. But she is pretty different because she is a melee nuke compared to a.
And she has a B slot now. That's literally the only difference. And she gets like a bit more stats.
Yeah.
Because if Brave Baldur actually had a B slot,
the B slot is significant because it allows her to have the Heavenly Soar or Air Superior.
Yeah, she can hit and run, do all that crazy stuff. Yeah.
Right. And then I don't remember what Segur's like Demo. Who cares, right? Like, just whatever.
Yeah.
Then when we get to Sacred Stones, obviously two of the characters are new characters, so they don't really have anyone to like repeat off. And Warvis just kind of bad, to be fair. Like, he's just a bad unit, so that kind of sucks. Lute is pretty, like, she's kind of similar to 𝔉𝔬𝔩𝔗𝔗, but not like exactly the same. She's more of like a single target comet spam, so that's kind of different. And then La Rochelle is pretty cool, but she's honestly just pretty cool. Like, she just does cleansing and like healer stuff, so I guess she's kind of just fine, right? So like, it's kind of a mixed bag there.
Also has like Yunaka range as well. So
that's
like
true.
Being
She does just Yunaka. She does copy Yunaka a lot. That's true. Yeah.
Although he's a lot worse because she's kind of bad.
I've seen some people pop off with her, which is kind of crazy.
I hear polarizing results with
comment,
Lute. I don't know. Lute is like, I don't know.
Right. Then we get to the Valentine's banner. We'll go back to Emblem in a second.
Okay.
We get to the Valentine's banner. 𝔬𝔬𝔗 is essentially another 𝔬𝔬𝔗. She does the exact same thing, but now she's on a horse, right? She's just a cleanse bot on a horse. Like, okay, sure. Veil is Spring Veil, but better, essentially. And Hortensia, I hate to say this, but she's the most unique unit by a far margin. She's essentially Mage Eignithir. Not as good, but still, you get the point. And then obviously we have Emblem, Byleth, and Legendary Elise, who are both extremely unique units. So I think that is fair to like definitely point that out. But I think you can kind of see like it's a 50-50 kind of between sameness and actually unique things. And even when you do get the unique things, a lot of times it's on samey characters, right? So like, for example, like Byleth or like Hortensia, where they've had several ults.
What was our last male Byleth ult? I don't remember.
Winter.
Wait, what? Isn't it Brave Byleth?
But I thought DTM said.
I mean, I guess technically Brave Byleth, but that doesn't count because that was voted by the community.
I don't.
Wait, what? No, that totally counts.
I don't know. It's weird. It counts.
It counts,
but it
IS doesn't really schedule that.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So.
Okay, that's not it's not about the scheduling. It's about like, do we have another unit, right? And to be counter to my own argument, Brave Byleth is very, very different than Emblem Byleth, right? They're very different.
And the one before that, which was Christmas.
And Christmas, yeah, they're all pretty unique there. I mean, I guess the earlier ones maybe not as much.
I think almost all the Byleths, like just all the Byleths throughout have been just different, right? Like they've been supports.
And original were both like God Swords, kind of to an extent.
Yeah, the base ones were God Swords.
The thing is, like, their like quote unquote characteristic was like what being like null everything essentially, which
yeah, no tempo and
That was crazy
yeah.
back in the day. Oh my god.
Or getting a scowl for some reason.
Yeah.
yeah,
Um.
which doesn't really translate to any particular archetypes, and so
Yeah.
they can.
Well, usually
go
it's
pretty wild
dragons.
with
You
it.
kind of just stole it.
I guess that's true.
We skipped Emblem Edelgard. I think she's
Oh, I
a lot. I think she's a lot like Valentine's Edelgard, but I think the rest of the
Right.
Edelgards don't play the same as Valentine's or Emblem.
Really?
Valentine's and Emblem Edelgards, to me, they're hit and sit units. They are. They just are.
Sure. I mean, I guess when it comes to like the unique mechanical aspects, they are different, but like the overall playstyle of like a Gale Force armor is the same. You know what I mean? Like they all kind of
sure.
for the most part they replace each other.
I mean,
right?
I feel like that's also being over reductive, like putting them into like Gale Force armor type roles when you actually play with them, they are, or at least they like feel really differently.
I think it goes back to what DTM was saying, was like, yeah, Realm and Fjorm can do this one thing the same. They can. They could do this, that, the same, but their unique preferred style is like a different, like it's different.
I mean, I feel like we can like talk about how like all XXX stats are like the same and they're just tweaking numbers or something like that.
Oh, hi, the Shadow.
Hello, what do you
That
guys
was a
do?
long one.
we're arguing about stuff.
We're arguing about, okay.
I get what you're saying. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, my question is like, do you, whenever you get a new Edelgard, do you replace the old Edelgard with the new Edelgard? Typically, like they don't. Like you don't really use Winter Edelgard with Valentine's Edelgard or Valentine's Edelgard with even Emblem Edelgard, right?
I used.
Now, part of that is power creep, but part of it's because they play a pretty similar role.
I did use Valentine's Edelgard and Winter Edelgard together. I did do that before. Emblem and Valentine's, no, because they do the same role. Like with Emblem and
What if you-
Valentine's
like,
Edelgard,
in
for
Aether
me
Raids, or-
personally, yeah, for Aether Raids. For Valentine's Edelgard and Emblem Edelgard, I look at them, it's like, okay, they can Gale Force like 3 times, but I don't necessarily have to do that because she can also, like, she can Gale Force, cool.
Hidden
I don't,
Sith, right?
yeah, I could Gale Force, cool. Instead of killing an enemy, I'll break a pot. I'm gonna let her sit there. I know she'll live on like literally every other Edelgard. Like to
Yeah, I get what
me,
you're saying. I think-
to me, Valentine's Edelgard and Emblem Edelgards were always hit and sit units. That's why people just wrote them off so quick when they tried Gale Forcing her. That's my opinion. I've seen success with it, not only through Aether Raids, but also Summoner Duels. That's just how I used her personally.
I think you also have like a really highly invested Edelgard though, right? That's why like the comp server always attacks her because like they don't have highly invested Edelgards and she just dies, right?
Yeah, and then a Fallen
So-
Edelgard will get a refine and be worse Vadal, and then they'll be like, "Oh my god, let's slap her on the list. She's so good." Anyways,
And then she'll.
I'm just saying, like, I
copies
think
of
it's-
AHR again, and then
I don't know. I think they are overall pretty similar. I think like Dimitri's pretty different for the most part between alts, but not in a good way.
yeah, no, I was gonna say not in a good way. He was a cav that was
Yeah.
not great. When he got his bait,
Right.
for me, his base refine, I thought was good. I don't know why people thought it was bad. I thought it was good.
It was okay. Okay.
Legendary Dimitri was like the nuke. Brave was the yeah. No, he was
Legendary
pretty.
was like supposed to be like an Omni tank, but like it didn't work out well.
It didn't work
And
out,
then,
yeah.
Like it worked well when he came out, and then it got like aged really quickly. Like
Yeah.
Fallen was supposed to be the nuke, like the melee.
Yeah,
nuke,
Fallen
like,
was supposed to be the
Gale
nuke.
Force
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. You're right.
and now
Then
he's
like Valentine's was like a melee nuke on a horse, and then Winter was like hit and sit, right? So
Yeah.
but I don't know.
The Shadow.
The point is, I think
Hi, that's me.
I gotta ask you. We were having a debate for like 30 minutes now, and it's been doing wonders on my stream in terms of numbers, and chat loves it.
okay.
From 1 to 10, how samey do you think units are in this game?
This book,
This book.
This book
This book.
specifically.
Yes.
or like even the past year. What
Oh yeah, the
what
past year,
range-
sure.
Just tell us the range. you're
From like
gonna
1
use,
to
and then
10, like 10% of the units are samey, 20. Like, give me a number. Be honest. Mask, I'm
Let
a
me
ban you for saying
think back.
6-7. No, I'm kidding. I love you, Mask. You're
oh
great.
my god.
Let me think
Oh
back
my
at
God.
like book 9 because to be honest, like a lot of them I really remember just being like, oh, it's this character but new. And to be honest,
Yep.
I'd probably say it's like a lot of the majority of the time where it's just, oh, this is the same thing, but again, new. We got like I wouldn't say we got like no unique things from last book, but to be honest, I think as of late it's definitely been falling into that camp.
I'll tell you how this stems. So me and DTM were basically saying that we're not disagreeing that units aren't samey, but we think the general player base say it's more samey than it actually is.
I mean, I do think they'll add, or they'll definitely make unique things from time to time, but I definitely feel like the sameness is definitely picked up over the past 5 months than like the entirety of book 9. Like it definitely feels like it's just been, oh, it's this character, but new, or it's this character, but they're bad, or it's this character,
But they're bad.
and God forbid I have to see your stupid goddamn face again. And it's like, okay, why do I care if they just do the same thing again? It's why like I don't care about like pulling for Edelgards, because it's like, wow, it's you.
Oh no,
again.
you just missed my fucking spiel about how
He was just going on a tirade about that, and I was
my
saying,
god.
No, you don't understand.
She's on my side.
Gale Force is 3 times instead of 2 times per turn. It's
No,
totally new.
just because she
It's
has it
different.
doesn't mean that's her main thing. Like, Emblem and Valentine's Edelgards are hit and sit units. Can they Gale Force 3 times? Yes, but that's a bonus, bro.
I think what Satoshi is trying to say is that even though they may have similar like mechanics, in practice they play really differently when you like actually.
I think they
put them out on
can
the
play
field.
differently, but I think
if
you
you
also have to have
force
a
it-
big investment. Yeah, exactly. You have to have a big
Like,
investment.
you
And
can
have a
force them out
big
of the role
brain
they're clearly
of-
designed to be in.
You also
but-
have a big and galactic brain such as myself, crafted from the Mind Stone from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, to actually
All right,
understand.
Satoshi, you're
Edelgard.
kind of losing me here. I think
I
I'm
mean, I can make
DTM, come to our side, DTM.
I can make Winter Sather like an Omni tank, but that's not her role, and I can claim that's
That's
technically
comparing
different
light
from,
years to
like, Unity.
ants.
No, it's basically the same shit.
No, because Edelgard can hit and sit. You can't make fucking Sather a fucking Omni tank. No, you're making me sound
Says
delulu,
who?
bro. Oh,
She has close counter steal. She can totally do it.
oh
now.
my, go
Yeah.
fuck yourselves. Oh, don't. Oh, people are gonna run with this.
Steal,
People are gonna
Silence
run with this to
Ward,
fuck with me.
and
Oh
Reflect.
god.
There you go.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I think all this is tying up to the fact that we should have less Edelgards and more.
Please,
of
please,
Unicorn.
dude, I have
Oh
to
my
plus 10
God.
2
Oh
more
my
this
God.
year. Please, I have to,
Tina, who
I
we
have to
haven't
plus
had
10
in
2
Literally-
over
more.
a year.
My
That's
wallet's
the other
so
thing,
fucked
like,
this
too,
year,
is,
bro.
like,
All right, you want?
I think that's another thing we have to really
I
consider,
think
though.
every
Wait, wait, wait.
single banner.
one more thing we have to consider too is like the rest of the new heroes banners. Like a lot of them are already accounted for, right? We
Yeah.
have shadows, 2 shadows banners. We're gonna have 2 more CYL unit banners, right? 2 or 3.
2 or 3. Yeah.
More CYL banners.
Yup.
That's 5 of the 14 CYL banners or new heroes banners already taken.
Yup. Yeah, and that's what we were. Yeah, DTM and I were bashing on that. Yeah,
that's
we were
what
like,
we were like talking about
Yeah.
how like
No, I know. I was listening.
yeah,
to
that's
you guys. I'm
crazy.
just saying, like,
That's
Yeah.
crazy, and we're gonna know
That's
about
gonna-
it 2 weeks before
Right.
it comes out because the
because there'll be no.
the data
We
mines.
also
yeah.
lose forging bonds, tickets, orbs, and dragon flowers from that.
So
Make it seem like that's
because
a bad thing.
okay, losing the GHB sucks. I did the math for the November thing. So if you replace orbs or the tickets with orbs, we're getting 3 or 4 less orbs than what we normally do. Because remember, they're giving us a map, which replaces what?
Oh, do they give
The
us a map?
forging. Yeah, they give us a map
I
for
don't-
Ike and
I don't
Roy.
think they are.
They give
Well,
us
no.
yeah.
That was. Well, that was because we didn't have a story chapter that time. The story chapter was the mythic. We have a story chapter coming up, so they're
Right.
probably just going to be in the normal book. That's why Nipple was there. We're not getting a map for those. We're just getting the regular story
Where's
orbs.
the calendar?
Yo, I'll give you like
Hopefully,
5%
yeah.
of my next YouTube paycheck. I bet you. Like, let's shake. Let's shake.
Oh my gosh.
If there's no
Stop making bets for no reason.
If
Stop
there's-
making bets for nothing.
okay.
Alright.
The shadow. I will give you 5% of my next YouTube paycheck if I'm wrong. They're gonna give us a map. If I'm right, you have to edit a video for me.
I mean, I could just look at the calendar right now and see if there's even a Bound Hero battle.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the calendar.
Oh fuck. He didn't shake yet. He didn't shake yet. I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. He didn't shake yet. Chat. He didn't shake yet. He didn't shake yet. He didn't shake yet. He didn't shake yet.
Oh my god.
He didn't shake
The
yet.
confidence faltered so quick.
I forgot.
I know, right?
After you take a losing bet, I mean, jeez.
Wait, no, they
my
didn't
gosh.
put it in the November map. Never mind, bitch. The bet's still on. Fuck you.
I can't tell if you're
Shake,
actually
shake.
confident
Shake.
or you're
Shake,
just
pussy.
confident.
Shake.
I mean, it's 5% of YouTube revenue. What's that, like
$5
$1 or something? So,
If I hit,
yeah.
I was gonna say that. Like, I could probably make them more.
Versus like editing a video, which is like what, $100 or
Right.
something,
Hey.
like normal rates. Yeah.
Depending on how long it takes, yeah.
Yeah.
I
God.
mean, if you want a video edited, I don't really care.
Oh, thanks, bro. All right, cool. We don't have to do the bet then. He never shook.
Jacob
Chat. He
said you're
never shook.
dono walling him.
Who's getting Dono Walled?
One of Satachi's friends. I don't know who it is.
How are you gonna
Yeah, I
dono
can't
wall
believe you
me,
would
but I
dono
know
wall
you
people.
IRL? Wait! Please don't say my real name. I know who you are. Yes, I know who you are. Please don't say my real name. Please don't dox me. Please don't dox me. Please don't dox me, bro. I will. This has been a good stream, bro. This has. I don't want to private the stream.
Okay,
please.
we'll just ban him.
Wait, no. Yeah, I
We'll
know
just
you,
ban him,
bro.
it's fine.
Wait, DM me on Discord. Are you? No, because I know 5 people named Jacobs. Unironically, can you? I think I know which one you are. DM me on Discord. DM
Well,
me
there's a
on
lot of
Discord.
Jacobs, yeah.
His real name
His
is John
John Satachi,
Satachi.
bro.
No, but it does start. It does start with an S though. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah, he said I hate you. That's crazy. I miss you, bro. Miss you, bro. Hope you're doing well.
But yeah, I don't know. This game.
Sugma
I think
is
Hector's actually the most interesting unit here. Like, I actually think he is.
Well, it's
Yeah.
interesting by proxy of the other 2 characters are just it's the thing we got like 3 months ago, but different.
Right.
Or
I
just
agree.
newer.
Yeah. I think Hector's like kind of cool because like if you put the Erica ring on him, he's either doing 3 to 5 attacks before the foe can do their second attack, and he probably hits pretty hard considering he gets like 100% defense on special.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Sure, he's
who's living that? You know
interesting.
what I mean? Like,
Just get good at this game, Tyler. Please don't.
I mean, to be
dox me,
honest, he's
bro.
the only one I kind of want to see in practice. Because I'm like really weird about him. I don't really know how to feel about him. I know how to feel about Celica and Fjorm, but Hector's just kind of one of those units that feels kind of all over the place to me.
I think he has a chance of being really good. I think the one problem is that he is very squishy, but if he does his job correctly, which is a big if, he should only get hit twice max ever, and only by if it's brave, right? Because other than that, he should kill before they get a chance to attack him again. Because he turns off
I'm
desperation, right?
surprised. Yeah.
So like he should only get hit once or twice brave, and his new special makes sure that he has 40% non-pierceable DR on both those hits.
See,
So-
I'm surprised they didn't give him null armor effectiveness or
Hate us.
anything from
They-
his actual regime.
I don't know if
I didn't
You
Max
want to
saw
see
it.
if
Send
Hector
it to me, I'll
provides
check it out.
attuned Tharja logic? That would be interesting.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Alright.
true. Yeah, it would be interesting because like anyone who could drop specials, he'll probably lose a lot of damage, right? So
Oh, so
Yeah.
Freya's like an auto lose.
Yeah.
Freya, Tharja, yeah.
Yeah. Alright,
Elena,
chat, I'm
let's see if
gonna-
it's-
Maybe you run him more physical.
I'm gonna end the stream now, chat.
If it's cool
I'll
for
be
you.
live at reset with Oblivion for summons.
Yeah.
Even though I was just talking shit about this banner, I will be summoning.
I mean, it's a decent banner. It's just Hero Rises is next week, so it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I got Google Play points for like 1,000 orbs. We're good.
But yeah, chat. Join the Discord in the description if you haven't already. It's free. Anyone can join. Anyone that's a paid member, ping me so that I can make you a cool guy in there. Sub to these guys if you haven't already. They're awesome. They're awesome. Any final words?
EOS 2028. Call my shot.
That's like what? This, that. So that's like after Ragnarok, essentially. After 3 parts
Yep.
of Ragnarok, you're
Yep.
thinking. All right.
The
I
Shadow.
think they'll do all the realms and then like one final wrap-up book. That's how I see it.
Maybe. I could see that happening. Yeah. Yeah, that's I'm all right.
Alrighty, chat. That'll be it for me. I'll be live at reset, so at 2 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, Yeah, yippee, gambling. I love gambling. Let's go gambling. Let's go gambling. Let's go gambling. Join my Discord if you haven't already, chat. It's free. It's cool. We have fun times. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. Okay, bye. 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 Go leave. Go leave. Go leave. Go leave.